Mufasa. I have had my hair like this way too long and I am sick and tired of it. If you check out my 4th video I've ever uploaded on my profile, which is going to be way at the bottom, you'll see that I did my hair in a nice purple. Now, after I came back from my Freedom Day and everything and I started working at Sally Beauty, I ended up falling in love with that color and sticking with it. So I've had it since 2019. It's just I've been neglecting my hair, unfortunately, which is why I cut it. And now it's about time to dye it. I miss the purple. I feel like me with the purple. Excuse Cicely right there with her toy. She wants to sit here with me. So I figured let's do this together. Okay, so the color that I'm going to be using is Radiant Orchid by Ion Color Brilliance, which is Sally's line. And for the record, I am not sponsored by Sally's, even though I really wish I was. I just used to work for them. So I'm familiar with these products and have been using them and everything. So this is going to be, I'm going to be using it in permanent, but they also have it in semi-permanent. But this Radiant Orchid, it's a beautiful purple and it has pink tones to it. So it's you'll see, it's so pretty. I love it. But I'm going to be doing that. And as you see, my hair looks incredibly crazy. So I'm not concerned with all this down here. It faded. The Radiant Orchid faded after I did it back in February of this year, I think, and it's now November. So I'm not concerned with the yellows, the oranges, these little peachy pinks, because the purple is going to cancel out the yellow and the orange, and the pinky peaches, that's just going to blend right in. So I'm not concerned about it all being one color, because even if some hair is lighter than the other, with this particular color, from my experience, it'll add nice highlights and low lights, and it'll really give the color even some more extra dimension. So it'll come out pretty regardless. So even if this part of the shaft of my hair and the roots come out lighter, which they will, than the rest of my hair, it'll still all look really good. So I'm not concerned about that. So let's do this together. So I have my bleach here. I personally like this one because not only does it give 7 levels of lift, so even if you have dark hair, it'll get it pretty light with the right developer. But this one is conditioning bleach and it has a lot of healthy ingredients, so your hair's not going to be as destroyed as bad. Regardless, you're going to be killing your hair. But I'm going to be using 30 volume developer. Now, just for the record, you usually don't want to use more. You don't want to use anything higher than 20 volume on your roots. But I'm going to be using this additive in with the bleach. And what this does is it helps protect your hair from the damages of bleaching and all that. So when you're adding this in with your bleach, you have to use the next higher volume of developer. So if you would normally use a 20, you need to use a 30 when you mix it with this. So that's why I'm using 30. So I highly recommend, if you ever bleach your hair, get this. It is a lifesaver. If you've ever bleached your hair, you know that afterwards it comes out really hard and crunchy and nobody likes it. But after using this stuff, your hair, you'll be able to run your fingers through your hair. It's that incredibly soft, as long as you use it like in the right part. So it has instructions on the side. It's really small, but in different languages and everything too. And it'll tell you how much you need to use. So I'm going to be using all of that. And let's just start and let's section my hair. Okay, so I just did a quick dividing my hair into 4 straight, like right through the middle, and then 2 in the front, 2 in the back. And I left the back right side out because I'm going to start with that first. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I don't have a lot of time to do my hair, so I'm just trying to rush and do everything, which you probably shouldn't be doing, but I really need my hair done. So you want to start, the reason why you want to start in the back is because it's going to start processing, and since you really can't see the back, by the time that you finish with the front and you see that the front is finished processing, you'll know that the back is finished processing. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our bleach. I don't like to make a lot at a time. I don't want to make any extra than what I need, and because with bleach you have to work fast because it will start working, I like to make, I use a little bit at a time. So I am going to keep it simple and just start out with 2 ounces, and I'll make 2 ounces as I need it. So when I'm opening everything up, it comes with a little scooper, and the bleach comes in a little baggie. As you can see, I've been using it a lot. This will last you. So, oh. Might help if I have, you want gloves. I have 2 pair here, so I have a pair that I'm going to use while I'm bleaching and a pair that I'm going to use while I am dyeing my hair. Like I said, I'm in a hurry. It's late. But I need my hair done. Ooh, these are super tight. You want to make sure that your gloves fit comfortably. And I have these really awesome black reusable ones that I got from Sally's before they stopped carrying them right before quarantine. But because of the fact I'm going to be bleaching and dyeing my hair tonight, I don't want to rinse them and wait for them to dry and all that. So I'm just using 2 pair. Oh my god, these are just this is giving me a hard time. These pair do not like. These are super tight. Good lord. My hand's being suffocated. I feel like weird. Okay. So now that I'm protected, I'm going to take 1 scoop of the bleach and put it in my bowl. Okay, so that is good. Now I'm going to take my developer, and I have a little. And for this, you want it to be equal amounts. So since I put 1 ounce of the bleach, but I have a hair, straight hair. Okay. Since I have 1 ounce of the powdered bleach, I'm going to take 1 ounce of the developer. And this is great because it shows you everything on there. Cups, ounces, all that. So I have my ounce. It's okay if it's a little bit over. I know I have all the professionals like freaking out. They're like, that's why people don't know what they're talking about. Yeah. But I'm going to scrape it all out. And then I have my little whisk. So I have everything in the bowl, and I'm just going to mix it all together. So it's a nice consistency. I still have more mixing to do, but what I'm going to do is now I'm going to take my Absolute Perfection Booster. And like I said, it tells you how much to use on the side. So you're going to use 1 entire vial when you use 2 ounces. So I'm just going to take this entire thing and I'm going to mix it in with my bleach and developer. It'll look like this now. So it has that. And now I'm just going to mix it all together. Let's see, it has a nice consistency to it. Everything's all mixed up. I'm definitely going to end up needing more. But like I said, you got to work fast with bleach. So... So I'm going to start in the back, and you should only do Cicely. I guess Cicely's trying to say, hi, give me attention. I want to be in the video too. But you always want to do your roots last because your scalp will sit there and it produces its own heat. So it's going to basically help everything process faster. So you always want to do your roots last. So this is going to be one of the things where I say, don't do what I do, because I'm just going to do it all together right now, just for the sake of time. So you're going to go ahead and start getting it in the back. Okay, so I was making another batch and I got distracted by Cicely. So I ended up making way too much. So I'm just going to throw the whole thing in my head. You know, I don't want to waste any. And at least that'll make sure I don't miss any spots. So, my hair's going to come out looking crazy. But you know what? In the end, it's going to look great. I promise you. Okay, so I went ahead and just threw all the bleach that I had in because I ended up having so much. So my hair, I'm not really concerned how it's going to come out because the dye is going to cover it, and it's just going to, and any parts that are darker, lighter. It's just gonna add extra dimension to it. So it's already almost done processing. So I'm going to just let it finish up. I just do have a couple of spots left. I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes and then I'm going to go wash it out and I'll be back. Okay, so I let it finish processing and I shampooed it out. I didn't use conditioner because if you're going to bleach your hair and then dye it, you don't want to use conditioner beforehand. But I am incredibly shocked that it came out like looking this even. And I'm happy. Regardless, I was gonna be happy, but I just want to show you. See, this is all I did was comb it out, and so it's soft from using. I already threw out the little boxes, but that step one, actually, from using this right here. So it does make a difference. My hair is just dry from not conditioning it. That's how my hair always gets. So now I'm going to go ahead and section it and get ready to put the purple. Yay, I'm so excited. It's almost 2 in the morning. I'm so tired, but I am not leaving my hair like this. And I almost forgot. Your Vaseline. Because I don't want my skin purple. So it's very, okay, I cannot use my camera. But it's a very good trick. Put this on your skin so you don't get dye on there, and even if dye gets on your skin, it'll come right off, so you don't have to worry about getting your skin dyed at all. Okay, so now I'm about to mix my color. So when you open up your Ion, your dye, it'll say right here a ratio. I don't know. Right there. So it says 1 to 1. That means you're going to do equal parts of your dye and your developer. So this is 2 ounces. So I'm going to use 2 ounces of developer. And I'm going to be using 10 volume developer to deposit the color. And if you have grays, you want to use a 20 developer because that's going to help cover the grays. But since I don't have any grays, I'm just doing a basic deposit. I'm going to be using 10. And so I have my 2 ounces right here. This little thing is called a key. You want to put it on the end like that, and you just twist it, turn it like this. That way you get all the dye out of the tube. So it is a lifesaver so that you are getting every little bit of your product. So my camera's all the way up, but as you see, like I'm just turning it, trying to make sure it falls into the bowl, okay? But I wanted to show you guys. And the one thing that I love about Ion, not only are the colors beautiful, the dye comes out glossy and my hair is silky afterwards, but I love the smell. Like it doesn't smell like other hair dyes have such horrible smells, but this just smells so beautiful. I know everyone thinks I'm weird because I'm like, I love how it smells when I'm doing my hair. I love the smells of salons and everything. So because I used the key, I got every bit of product out. Except that tiny little piece that's hanging on for dear life for some reason. So I have my dye. Yes, it comes out that color. Some people, when I worked at Sally's, I literally had customers come back and flip out when they bought permanent because their dye came out like this. And they said, that's not the color I purchased. No. When you mix the dye with the developer, which develops the color, then it comes out the color that it's supposed to. But people like flip out. So if you're not used to using permanent, don't worry, it's okay if it comes out and it's this little cream or white color, because that is normal. So now we have our handy dandy whisk and our dye, and just gonna mix it all together. And you want to mix it until it's a nice smooth consistency. Okay, so you have this. Beautiful. And you see it's already starting to turn like a rose gold kind of color. So it's already starting to process. So now I'm going to do just like before. I'm going to take a piece and I'm going to start working in the back. Making sure to cover everything. You don't have to worry about it being like perfect because you want to always grab it with your hands and mix it all through. Make sure you get every bit. And have fun with it. Best part. Okay, so I completely finished putting the dye in my hair and gave myself a cool little mohawk with the clips. So I'm letting it process and then I'm gonna jump in the shower and wash it out. So this is what it looks like so far with it processing for a couple minutes after while putting it in. You see a lot of the pink right now, but just wait until the end. I'm so excited. I missed my purple hair so much. I'm starting to feel like me again. So here is the finished color. I absolutely love it. Like, this is what I was talking about where it had like some dark spots and some light, but if you look, like, it looks so good all around. It's so beautiful. Like, I'm absolutely in love with this color, and if you excuse the fan noise, just look at how the light hits it. It is just, it's gorgeous. I love it. And for anybody who wants like a purple pink hair, I absolutely recommend this color, and it comes out so beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me and watching me dye my hair. I know it was definitely an adventure, but remember that life is always better with a little bit of color. Have a good one, you guys.